Hey garden friends! Okay, so today I'm going to be planting some shade plants in my front garden beds, and I'm super excited to share it with you. If you remember, a lot of these plants are actually from my haul. Sorry so much for the background noise. I do live on a busy street. City problems. But I'm going to be planting some Impatiens and some bleeding hearts, and I do have one Coleus that I was able to snag that you guys haven't seen from the death rack, and so I'm going to be planting that as well. Sorry about that. So we actually just had a electrical truck come by, and it was so crazy loud, so I could barely get my sentence out. Oh my gosh, there is so much noise today. It's crazy. Like, it's in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. Like, who's out? But anyway, I did want to give you guys an update actually on my front planter because it looks so good right now. Look at how gorgeous the Lobelia looks. Like, about the day after I planted, it just burst into bloom. Anyway, so I just thought I would show you guys that. I'm super excited about it. I don't know, something about this planter I'm just really liking. So yeah, things are starting to fill in. I mean, it's only been, I don't know, maybe a week, but still. I love the Lobelia. Hopefully it will continue blooming. I can't remember if Lobelia is a long bloomer or not. Heidi's just living her best life over here. Let's go ahead and get these plants in the ground. Okay guys, so I finally finished planting, but I realized halfway through that I had made a mistake. I realized that I had forgotten that there was one bleeding heart left, and I was looking at where I put my Impatiens, and I was like, something doesn't look right. I feel like it looked, and I didn't like where I ended up putting them. So I kind of restructured everything. So you saw that probably in the video. I'm like a hot mess gardener. I'm definitely not like a put together gardener who like knows where things should go. I'm very visual. So once I get it in the ground, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Or, oh, I do look like that. I mean, I do like that. That does look good. Oh, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I'm definitely like that. And hopefully that will get better in time. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So let me go ahead and show you what I ended up with. Okay, so this is what I ended up with here on this right side bed. And so I ended up grouping each Impatient kind of near the bleeding heart. These won't bloom until next year, and the lavender will be cut down to the ground. So you should be able to see them okay, is pretty much what I'm thinking, because I will shear back my lavender each year. And so the Impatient should come in, for, of course, this year. I'm pretty sure those are annuals. So yeah, so those should kind of grow up and give a little bit of color to those spaces. I do have a delphinium that looks awful right here. He looks so small. It's a, oh my goodness, I'm gonna break off his last leaf. So there's 2 little leaves that have gotten eaten up terribly by beetles. I think it's a blue angel delphinium. I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and put the name on the screen once I can remember. But they're really small, and I actually didn't realize that delphiniums were biannual. I know that that's like so silly to a lot of people, but I had no idea. And the other one that I had on the other bed actually died. So I'm pretty sure that this guy is not going to make it. It's not enough sun over here. It's part sun. I thought that it was getting 6 hours of sun each day, but I think it just is too shaded for him. So we'll see what happens. I'll leave him there. If he dies, he dies. We'll put something in his place. But I probably will plant something beside him. And then over here, going further into the season, just to help kind of fill things in a little bit. And especially once all of these die back. It's at a really awkward stage right now because I did plant all of these bulbs last year, and they didn't do super well. I honestly think it's just because it didn't get enough sun. So I'm thinking that once these die back and like yellow, I honestly might dig up all of these bulbs and plant them over there on the other side of my property. Well, not my property, but on the other side of my garden where they get a little bit more sun, and hopefully that goes pretty well. But we'll just see what happens. And this is what the other side looks like. So you can see I have my bleeding heart over there. I only have one on this side because this bed does get more sun, as you can see. Only one. So I used to have 4 echinaceas in this bed, and only one is doing well. So I tore up all the other ones and put them on the sunnier part of my my garden. But I left this guy because he's doing so well. So I figured, well, let live. So I'm gonna leave him there because he's, super happy. But that's actually because the sun rises over here and he gets a ton of sun in the morning. And I think that's also why these lavenders have done so well. But I think he will shade the Impatient a little bit from the morning sun. And then like you can see right now, it's about 3 o'clock and the whole bed is completely shaded. And then this one, I'm hoping that the Camellia bush, which actually really shouldn't be there, Camellia should not get morning sun. So he's eventually going to have to come out. But I'm leaving him there for now because he's established and I don't have to worry about trying to plant another shrub. But he will shade this little bleeding heart here and hopefully give him kind of the environment that he wants. And then I also put the other 2 Impatiens right there. These guys did better, like I said, because this side does get more sun than the other side. So the daffodils that I planted here in the front did better than the other ones, but I probably will still kind of dig them up or at least cluster them together so they don't look as, I don't know, something about how this looked this spring did not make me happy, and I'm a big advocate. If it's not making you happy, change it. So I'll probably dig these up and plant them somewhere else. So we're at that awkward stage where they haven't quite died back yet, but eventually they will, and then we'll be able to see this place fill out a little bit more, and I'll probably plant some more stuff in here, maybe some annuals, who knows. It depends on what I find on clearance. Yeah, so that is it for today's video. I hope the background noise wasn't too bad. I'm gonna do my best to try to make sure that I'm not putting out super bad quality audio, but you know, it's so tough when you're first starting out on YouTube and you live next to a busy road. So I hope that you guys don't mind and still enjoy, but it's all good. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know that I did, and I'm really glad that these are finally in the ground. It's like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, because definitely the Impatiens were getting really mad at me, because if you don't keep Impatiens watered, they're super unhappy. So now that they're in my clay soil, because I do have super bad clay soil, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be pretty happy, because obviously it's going to be super moist pretty much all the time. So yeah, so I'm just really glad that they're in the ground, and I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to stick around and see more garden things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!